moist. It's meant to be sunny, but it's pretty cloudy if I'm honest. A little bit wetter than I would have liked, but it hasn't made a mess, so we're all good there. Good morning everyone, we're back today, we're back in the field. As you can see, it's March the 6th or something like that, and we're back today with the maxxum. It's got the dual wheels on, it's nice and fat. I've just had to come through that gateway there, and if you can just see my tyre marks, I've been rubbing the posts, I think. Very tight with these. I've done that field there, did that field last night, did that field over there this morning. So we've been busy, been very busy. It's fairly dry. It wasn't meant to rain yesterday, but it put a little shower down. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Those two fields that I said I did last night and this morning were a bit wet. That one there was dry. This one doesn't look too bad. This is the one that runs along the woods over there, and then at the bottom corner there's a bit of a dip into a little beck river kind of thing, little stream. So it might be a bit wetter this field, especially along this wood. At the top it'll probably be alright down here, but along the wood it'll definitely be a bit sticky, I think. Got all our customisations on the maxxum still, as you can see. They've stuck on well. Those gorilla pads have done a great job. If I just climb in, just had breakfast, done two fields, and then I've had my breakfast. Actually, you might remember that field. I don't know if you watched my leading video, but that's the one I was leading off in that video there. So then we go all the way up that path there, through that field, then there's that corner round, past the barns and into the pit. So that's where I am here. Hopefully that gives a bit more insight as to where I am. We've still got the CB in, but still not fixed yet, so not currently working. I'll just unfold this. Probably need to pull over that way a little bit more actually. Yeah, I'll pull it up that way a little bit. Don't want to catch the fence. As I say, I've just stopped for breakfast, so that's why I've just fueled it up as well. Just unfold this here with the spoolie valves. That should be enough. The room, yeah. So what aireating is, it's just slitting the grass really, it's grass slitting. So that's an aerator. I'll show you outside actually. Handbrake on. Show you outside. So it's just a grass slitter. As you can see, it's just got the slitters on. So you drop that and then they run in the ground. It's got weights on, as you can see, old Ford weights. That weight down into the ground. The only thing with that is it makes it heavy. So you can't really, you can't when it's this wet, drive around with it up. You have to basically have it down apart from when you're turning. You can't turn with that in the ground. You can do little turns, but you can't do anything major. Otherwise you'll break the tine things. Anyways, I've got the drone and stuff today, so hopefully it should make for a nice video. Probably Thursday's video this as well. I'll be doing it over 4 days. Thursday, yesterday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 3 more days on it, and hopefully it goes all right. It's meant to be dry for the next couple of days.
for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
And we're back. Just had the drone up there. Perfect conditions, just minus a little bit of sunshine. It's meant to be sunny, but it's very cloudy if I'm honest. Dry enough though. So yeah, I don't know where I'll insert the drone shots. Either you'll have just seen them there, or you'll see them later on in the video. Quite a rock solid field this one. The aireate is like up down up down up down. You have to watch it constantly. So yeah, with our farm, quite a lot of the fields have quite steep banks in. I'm just on one of the steep banks in this field now. This bank's not too steep, but in there you probably can't see that, but that is a hell of a bank. And in there as well, like hell of a bank. So I'm aireating that one next. So I'll probably come down the bank, work around and go back up that way, just to avoid going up the bank. So it'll probably make it up. It's probably dry enough to make it up, but it's not worth running the risk of ripping up the ground. Because yesterday I didn't put it down fully. Well, I hadn't got it down when I first got in. I turned and it sunk in. So you need to have it down constantly as well, like I said before, just to really reduce the risk of ripping up the ground, because it isn't the driest conditions ever. We've been quite lucky to actually be able to get out in this time of year. Very dry spring last year. I did my little lockdown diary last year. I think it was like 7 videos. I was uploading every day for a week, I think. That was all I filmed over lockdown, which was a bit of a shame because I got up to a lot of things that I wish I'd gone back and filmed really. But yeah, I used to film on my phone, then edit them on my phone. Well, they weren't the best videos. They were a bit bad. But apart from that, I really enjoyed the first lockdown. The second one was a bit of a pain. Obviously going to school at the same time wasn't much fun. This lockdown's been alright. I've been able to come to the farm over the weekends, and obviously days like today when we're doing field work I can come through. So yeah, this lockdown's been quite good. How have you all managed lockdown? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know. So we're sitting in B5 here, going about 7 or 8k, just keeping it between that region. The only thing is about having dry fields is it's good, but because we're not using sat-nav, when it's dry you can't see your tyre marks, so you're struggling to see where you've been and where you need to go. From the drone you can probably see easily where I need to go, but from the cab there's actually quite a limitation as to what you can see. So I've just missed the run there, so I'll go back the other way and get that. Just looking behind at the tyre marks. So hopefully when we're rolling the grass we've grown a bit longer and I'll be able to see where I've been. But with this it is a bit of a pain. Because last year I never filmed it. I did it last year with the Puma and we had the sat-nav thing monitor on. wheel tyres. It's got no dual wheel attachments on it. It's a hell of a lot heavier than this is. So we're lucky to get away with that last year as well. It was because the rear linkage was broken on this at the time, like you couldn't lift the arms up. So that's why we couldn't use this instead last year. But I'm not complaining, I enjoyed that time in the Puma. Those were the good times. No school to worry about. Nothing like that. But I go back to school, today is Friday. I go back to school next Tuesday, so another couple of days and I'll be back at school. Can't work out whether I'm looking forward to it or not. Don't think I'm looking forward to the work side of things, but I think it'll be nice to see people again. After, I don't know how long we've been off school, 8 weeks, something like that. Since Christmas, isn't it? We've been off a fair time, but yeah, I'm quite excited to go back actually. As I say, not for the work side of things, but as I say, we'll be back to normal soon, hopefully. July the 21st, I think it said. So that's what we've got to look forward to, and keep that positive mindset really of getting back to normality. And then by then, hopefully things should be looking up for silage time, slurry time, stuff like that. So hopefully we can film with a few more people doing work around the farm, rather than wearing masks and staying 2 meters away from everyone. I can just see the muck up there that we led up a while ago. Hell of a pile up there now. That's all to be spread in a month or so, that on the whole crop field. Just up there, you can't see it. Acting like you can see it when you can't. But yeah, just up there. That's the spot to spread them up really. Still in the same field, I'm just doing the steep banks towards the far end of it. We've had the mechanic out and look, we've got it working in the socket there. Got it fixed, don't know what was wrong with it, no power to it I don't think. So that's now working, so I can now talk to people. The contractors in particular. As I said, I'm just doing the banks now. It's slightly more moist. It's stickier over this side of the field because there's a little, just below those trees, there's a little beck stream. So obviously it'll be wetter over here, and as you can see, the closer you get to it, the wetter it gets. So I'm just steering clear of that really, because as you can see, it's a bit wetter than I thought it was there. So I've just decided to keep back with how far I go over towards the river. Just put my linkage down here. So yeah, I'll keep back from that and just get these banks done really. If it gets too much and it starts to slip, then I'll just leave them. Doesn't really matter too much if they get left, but it would be better if they got done, because then the slurry, when they slurry it in a week or so, whenever, they'll go into the slats and it should hopefully be better for the grass. So that's the idea behind it anyways. Finished that field there. For a bit of perspective, I was in there about an hour and a half, 2 hours I think. Obviously we had to stop for about 15-20 minutes while we sorted the electrics out. But yeah, just down here, I was just in that field there, just down here there's the little stream. See, it's quite nice, and there is quite a steep hill. So I'm just going to go and see how wet it is. Obviously it'd be quite wet in by the dike. But it's kind of the only way into the field because there's a bank up there. It's kind of like this ring at the bottom, just kind of sits right down and then it slopes up to the field. So the only way into the field really is to go up a bank. Obviously there's a gate on the other side as well, but at the moment there's a sheep trailer blocking it, I think. So that's not really an option. It's not actually too bad. I'm just trying to think which would be the best way to go in. Go up the slightly less steep bit, but it's wetter, or go up the steeper bit, which is quite steep, and I nearly got stuck here last year, which is drier. If I just stick it in B4 and keep fairly low revs on, it should be alright. It's just that first kind of incline there, then it levels out and it's round there, and then it's flat on top, completely flat. I say I'll take this little bit in by the bank, then I can just keep, when I'm done all the flat bit at the top, I can come down the steep bit and just kind of take that in a bit up each time rather than going up the steep bit and risking ruining the ground. But as I say, I think that bit there should be alright. In B4 we'll find out. So overall it wasn't too bad. A little bit wetter than I would have liked, but it hasn't made a mess, so we're all good there. Just get this stone out. There we go. Yeah, you have to watch for stones and stuff. Just throw them in the dike. It's mainly rolling where you'll pick things out the ground. But if I see something now, I might as well just throw it out. Save it going through the mowers. The forager, I think. So yeah, as you can see, it hasn't really made a mark. But I shouldn't really need to go back down there now. I might just leave that bank out if it's going to be too wet, and just ask someone to move that trailer and go out the top gate. I think that'll work best, because you don't really want to risk getting stuck or making a mess. So I think I'll just take the top gate out this time. Nearly done this field now. There's a wet patch just over there. There's a little dip in the middle. So what I had to do was leave that bit out and just reverse back and fill it in, and then do the same for the other side, if that makes sense. There's another wet patch over in that field, but I'm not sure if we'll be rolling that, to be honest, because of how wet that looks. As I said, I'm just going to leave this bank out, I think. I'll double check, but I think I'll leave it out because it's not looking too healthy. I'll show you how steep it is in a minute. Probably can't hear me for that window, but yeah, it's going quite well. Been about 40 minutes, 50 minutes I think, in here. So it's not been too bad there milking away. It's about 2:45 at the moment. So we're getting dark in a couple hours. I did try and work in the dark last night, but the lights, not LED, they're not the best, so, and they're not pointed correctly, so I thought I should bring it in and wait for the next day. I'll maybe try again tonight, I'm not sure. But I'm just approaching this bank. Don't know if you can see that over there, but that does not look fun. It's alright in the summer when you've got a tedder on the back, but with these conditions, I don't think it'll end too well, so I think I'll just leave that bit. We're doing the banks, guys. Turns out they're actually alright. Just keeping it in B4, keeping the revs nice and low. It's not making a mess, as you can see. There's a little bit of slip, but overall I think it should be alright, because this is the steepest part. So I think like that'll be the worst it gets really. but keeps digging in that much, then I'll have to stop. But it looks alright, because as I say, that's the worst bit I've just done there. It's a steep bank, a very steep bank, I must say. This is probably the steepest bank on the farm. It's a short bank, but it's very steep. So we've got banks that are quite long, like the whole field's up and over, whereas this is just in the corner. It's really steep, but as I say, it's very short bank. It probably doesn't actually pick it up too well on the camera, but I'm holding the camera maybe straight there, and you can see the tractor cab just goes down, and it's like, whoa, down, 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 and then it's the same in that corner there. So our fields are weird, but apart from that, it's not too bad. I've done the whole of the top, just this bottom corner to do really, and then we'll be into the next field. And that is this field done. I'm just going to stop for dinner down by the little river. Dinner by the river. Little poet. Going to stop for dinner here. I thought I might as well sit somewhere nice. I haven't been here in ages, since last spring. Well, summer when I was leading. That is a nice looking tractor. I would like to get a new grill for it and stuff, but I've been trying to look. I can't find one anywhere. So not sure about that one, but look at this. This is just lovely, lovely. So I'll just stop here for dinner and see what the next field brings. I think pit stop over. What I'm going to do now is I always carry 2 or 3 gloves with me. I'm going to clean the spikes off because they collect a bit of muck. As you can see, they just collect a little bit in there. So I'm just going to clean them off. I like doing this as well because I can check them all to see that they're all okay. So you can see they're all looking fine. I'll just get this glove on and get this muck off. I've moved on to the next field because the field we were just in, I don't know if I filmed it, I don't think I did, but I went into a field after the one you'll have probably just seen. It was a bit wet, so I've come into the next field, smaller field, this one, 9 acres I think. It's not tiny, but it's smaller, so we'll get this one done. By then it'll probably be dark, I would say, because the sun is setting, the sky is orange. It's looking lovely, really nice. This is the best time of the day, I think. Nice and relaxing, especially when you've got a nice dry field to work on. No stress, just work away. That's the way I like it anyways.